Hello, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. And I'm back with a drawing stream. Hope everyone's been doing okay. Just move my microphone arm over here so that I can speak into it better. There we go. And maybe I can rotate this as well so it's a little bit more comfortable for me. All right, last time I worked on this, there we go. Last time I worked on this, I was working on the hands and the feet. So let's jump straight in and sort that out. And I'm just going to turn the music down a smidge. There we go. A little bit rusty with this, but I think I should be okay. It's the right thickness as well, so that's okay too. And yeah, I ended up drawing fingers with like blocks rather than like cylindrical shapes because it just made more sense to me. Because if you look at a hand, it's kind of just the fingers only like bend one way really. So there's not really much point in thinking of it like any other way. Like you can't really move your finger from side to side, only from here. So yeah, it's only one axis, I should say. And yeah, I guess now I'll just do the sketch for the feet as well. The feet are going to be pretty difficult because, yeah, I'm not really too sure how to do that. Should say maybe limbs, hands and feet outline. Wait, sketch. There we go. And I'll just change to the sketching brush. So this one here. So I don't have to worry too much about line weighting. Let's just clean up this screen as well. My new stand is on the way too, so it should be a little bit more comfortable drawing after this. Pretty excited about that one. I'll change this to like maybe 2. Nah, a little bit higher. This is why they added the that feature, because you can't select it by pixels. It's really dumb. You can't select it by pixels, but also like they made it so that it's only raster, there's no vector. So yeah, I think this would have made more sense if there was vectors available. Okay, so with the feet, you've kind of got like a ball here, which I've already drawn there. I've erased it though. And looking at a foot, again, you have like the ankle, which can go side to side. And yeah, you can go left and right as well, so hmm. And then the foot itself is kind of like some weird How do you even draw it? It's kind of flat where the toe is. So if we're drawing the left foot, the toe would be here. It'd be like that. I think it's safe to say the inside of the foot. Whoop, I apologize for that. Knee just hit the edge of the desk. And then that goes in like that. Obviously. And then, yeah, then you have the heel and everything. And then if you look at it from the side, kind of looks like, hmm. Yeah, I think feet are a little bit harder than hands. I guess like the foot structure doesn't really change that much. You've got like the arch. You got like the pads here. Then the ankle would be, guess if you have like the foot there, ankle would just kind of like come up like that. And I'll just pretend like this is flat. Actually, no, that wouldn't be it. Also, welcome AFK. How you doing, man? You been playing Monster Hunter? It actually goes straight out like this. Like that. So that would be the floor there. And then, yeah, you'd have the toes here. That'd be like the big toe. Yeah, I guess it'd be something like that. I wish I could make it pointier though. Man, feet are weird. Did you forget to add your art channel points? Yes, I did. Thank you for the reminder. I was supposed to look through my checklist, but I forgot to. I'll do that real quick. Luckily, it's right here. There we go. I only got two of them anyway, so yeah. I've actually just been looking at people's setups and what studio equipment they use. No Monster Hunter yet today. Okay, fair enough. I've been looking at mini ITX cases, so yeah. Not too much different there. Is it super easy to add and remove channel point redeems? Yeah, it's just got a toggle switch. So I can just turn them on and off. So I've got like, if you look at my point redeems, I've got like art and like music box, etc., or like gaming. So it's easy to see when I go through it. I can just check them on or off depending on what kind of stream I'm doing. So yeah, I just need to remember to go through my actual checklist. I have like a pre-stream checklist that I mark off before I start stream to make sure I don't forget anything. So yeah, there's like stuff like that that I need to do. Yeah, it is super convenient. All right, let's do this. So you've got that. It's the middle of the foot there. But because she's kind of got heels, you do that. And guess that would move back an equal amount. Like that. So the center point becomes there. Man, that's weird. Legs. Yep. Also, welcome Fran, and also welcome Devi. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hollow Knight is an extremely good game. I would even put it amongst my top, like last year, I'd put it amongst my top in general. You must be glad you haven't had to draw toes yet, I'm guessing. Actually, I think toes might not be that bad anymore. It's more this part here that's going to give me trouble. Because, like, toes, they're kind of similar to fingers in the way that they just. Like, they'll be like this. And then you have, like, the rest of the foot here. And yeah, etc. Like, that's how I'm going to be drawing stuff. They're like fingers, but with less pressure to pose them properly. It doesn't help that feet are, like, not great in general. But yeah, I managed to, like, figure out how to draw hands in a way that made sense to me. So I've done that there. I just need more practice in making it look more natural. And then I'll just do, like, the outlines for those. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done so far. I'm pretty happy with how the legs turned out. All about finding a method that works for you, right? It's all about finding a method that makes sense, not that works. So you have to practice more. That hand construction looks great. Thank you. Yeah, like the stream that it happened in, it just kind of clicked, and I was like, huh, that actually does make more sense. Whoops. A little bit cramped here. So yeah, thank you. Um, I just need to, yeah, practice a lot more. I just need to practice a lot more. But yeah, legs are generally okay for me now. I don't mind them too much. Oh, you know what's really hard? Pelvises are very hard to draw. Like, what shape do you represent it with? You can do like something like this, but it's just like, where's it start? Where's it end? It makes like just hips make no sense to me. I don't know how I'm gonna figure that one out, to be honest. Just keep drawing until it makes sense, or I just draw people without hips. I was confused about why some artists do grayscale paintings until I tried it myself. I'm like, okay, now I get it. Yep. It's so much easier to see values and stuff, and it also it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot less effort, and it looks nice too. Okay, so yeah, the foot would end up just going like down like that. So I guess I'll use that same scale, and also thank you so much, Nyux, for the stretch and hydration redeems. I do need some water. I'm a little bit thirsty, and also welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and how have you been, man? Yeah, it's great for learning how to do properly draw shadows and highlights and see what contrast looks like. Yep. It is it's a fun way to draw. But do that too much, you don't know how to work with colors like me. Getting to know too many Australians with my fucked up sleep schedule. Yep. That tends to happen. You may as well transfer to the Oceanic FF14 servers, right? They're coming out in 5 days. God, my hands are actually really stiff. No, please. Alright. I guess I am drawing backwards now. And I'll just make sure everything looks okay. Very stern face. Alright, how do I do this? Whoops. There we go. Man, who decided like high heels were a good idea? I can appreciate them, but it's like, why? They'll screw up your spine, screw up your feet. Just pain. Hmm. High heels are great. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. That was actually a really good circle. That's not. There we go. Okay. How do I do this? They're just for aesthetics, really. I know, right? To make your legs look longer. Because of like that whole like model aesthetic. People have to be heads high. So I've got something going on here. What exactly? I have no idea. Like the foot just, yeah, like what happens now? Where's the middle? Where's the sides? Does it go like that? I think it goes like that. I thought it was used for stabbing people with the pointy bit. My god. Stabbing you, maybe. I'm gonna need a bonk emote for for you all. Flat big. I prefer getting stepped on with a flat big. My god. I was saying in Tagalog, tis gando, which means living with the pains of having something for the sake of beauty or pleasure. My god. Yeah, that sounds about right, to be honest. That's not even the right orientation now that I think about it. It's more like this. It's like, yeah. Alright. Erase now. It's a bit crooked. Also, I'm trying out something new here, so if I did set it up correctly, the music shouldn't appear in the VOD, so I shouldn't get muted, I think. I think. Because there's an option in OBS to, like, send only a certain track to Twitch. So yeah, VODs will just be like BYO or something. And unless like someone here actually reports me, like live, then I probably won't get a DMCA at the very least. Or maybe clips might, but that's about it. Hmm. Do you get a strike when your VOD gets muted? Nah, it's just annoying because that whole section, um, that whole section just gets muted, like even your speech and everything. So yeah, but you don't get a strike when your VOD gets muted. I think you only get a strike if someone actually comes on and is like, "Hey, you can't do this." Someone like actually, reports you or something. Check the current VOD. Okay, nice. Wait, you can check the VOD while you're streaming? Oh, the VOD's going as I stream. Okay. You can also just take a clip to check. Okay. Damn, I did not know that. Let me have a look. Where do you even find that? It's just in the video section on your Twitch. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Did not know that. That's pretty cool. Ah, clicking the time. Things I learn. Thanks for that. And good to know it's working. That's pretty cool. Should really put that in the middle. Whoa. There we go. So I can get a better like cross section here. It's how I got clips of stuff that happened a while ago. Ah, right, right. I didn't even notice, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice. Well, that'll be very useful for, yeah, clipping people. Cheers, man. That looks pretty crappy. It only works when VOD is being recorded, as you'd expect. Yeah, fair enough. So if they don't have VODs being recorded, then tough titties. Can't go back in time, yeah. Just like that. This would be like the top of the foot, I guess. Going like that way. Like that. And then the back of the foot would be like here. Whoops. Yeah, it'd be like here because perspective and stuff. I'm not really too sure. Not really too sure how. Not too sure how it works, but eh, it'd be like this or something. I think. Hmm. Just make a triangle like that. Man, 3D is hard. It's like, yeah, the canvas is 2D, but you gotta think about it in 3D. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. Since I'm drawing a human after all. Just use Blender instead. Nah, I like drawing lines. I like putting lines on paper, making cool looking pictures. Paper. So that'll be like the middle toe. Have something like this. 2D is 3D. Yup. Is drawing on a tablet. Hey man, the screen protector is paper-like. You just don't understand, man. Uh, okay. So I guess like this. And paper like, not paper is. Oh my god. He's arguing using puns. Someone must stop him. He's getting too powerful. Yeah. Honestly, if I could, I would just draw with on paper, but yeah. First of all, it's inefficient. Second of all, it's harder to stream because I'll need like a DSLR camera that can like record HD or even more. So I'll just pretend this is like the bottom of that foot. No control Z either. Yeah, exactly. And this is the foot arch or something. It kind of like goes up like this, and then it curves down like that at the top. And it curves like a little bit before here, so if we've got this here, let's make that follow that. Oh, it's not great. This doesn't look good. Oh well. I'm just looking at my own foot. If I just keep drawing, eventually something's going to click and something's going to work. Good thing I don't have to draw toes. You smell, you smell. New spell arguing with puns. Hold Q to drain the mind and soul of your enemy. Make them aggressively sigh. I actually did pretty well with this part at the very least. And so the foot's like kind of like this from here to there. From here to like there-ish. Huge angle here, and it kind of like flattens here. So this would be like a really big angle, and this would just be flat like that. Something like that. That's the center line, which I can get rid of as well. Oh yeah, Devi, one other thing, layers. Layers are a godsend. Also really annoying when you forget to draw on the right layer. but yeah, it's okay. You guys up to much for the rest of the night, by the way? I guess you can make this kind of. Nah. So this is going up and down like that, but it's not gonna really. It goes in, it doesn't come back out. So you'd have something like that. Hmm. Maybe coding, maybe 3D, looking at SQL injection prevention at the moment. Okay, nice. It sounds like fun, man. Just doing grayscale painting practice on a Gundam. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, that would be so much fun. Let's get rid of this. I'm just going to be doing this pretty much. Okay, that's pretty much it with like that kind of. I think I might actually. It should be longer actually. And this should actually come out further. Get rid of this. Okay. I'm gonna have to revisit the gesture drawings on stream and stuff because it might be very useful to look at again. So the foot would be like the toes kind of come out here and would be like this. BGM sounds very familiar. What's the title? It's Namco Cross Capcom's opening. Uh, what was it called? Oh, there we go. It's playing through OBS, so yeah. I've just got that running. God, high heels are really hard to draw. Feet are really hard to draw. No worries, man. Enjoy. Would it be a song like that? And then like, yeah, it would come out a bit. Maybe like that. And then the toes would be like squished in, so hmm. Getting there, getting there. It's a little bit wonky, but can't see the shape. All I know is the tallest point goes from the big toe, so it should be like moved over a bit actually. So maybe like here-ish, and that goes to there. There we go. I went to a smoother screen protector, so it's a little bit harder to control the pen, but it makes it last a lot longer. Thank goodness. And yeah, the ankle would be like there, I guess. And yeah, if you drew it like that, yeah, just take your time with it. Your approach to drawing the feet is really good. Thank you. I'm actually just looking at my own foot and trying to figure out how to, yeah, kind of do the same thing I did with hands here. Hands are, I feel, a bit more simpler, so a bit easier to grasp because like the shape of a foot is really weird, like the big part here. But if like I just take this as like the footprint, if this will cooperate. Looks something like this. If I join up with that. So you have like that there. Because that will have to like join up anyway. It's just, yeah. The high heels make things really difficult to visualize. Because rather than the foot being straight, you kind of got like bent backwards like that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and whereas hands are kind of just like a flat sponge kind of thing that can like flex. So yeah, I think I just need to practice trying to like look at the shapes of everything better, understanding it, I guess. Well, I can just chuck on her shoes. Like her feet don't even show up here; they're just like that anyway. So I don't have to worry about it too much. It'll just be like that or something. Let me just look at the reference. Actually, that might give me some insight. That one's useless. God, her heels are like insanely high. Like I haven't done it justice here. Because like immediately after the toes, it just goes up. Like it'll be like this, and then just like straight up there. Hmm. For sure, I remember there's one hair painting tutorial I watched from Ross Draws where it said that shapes are everything, and that was the only thing I took away from that video that changed the way I looked at my drawings. Yeah, but like the shapes that you see might not be the same as the shapes that other people see, which is what really throws me off. Because I've seen people like break down everything to like ratios pretty much, and they'll draw shapes from that. And like that kind of stuff doesn't really make sense to me because I'll measure everything up and then get to the end and I'll just be like, that doesn't look like a face. And yeah, some people will just do like completely abstract shapes and it will end up looking like a person. It's like art is it's very subjective. And yeah, that's pretty much like the only thing you can really take from them, from those tutorials. You like pick and choose what you want to look at. Recommend Ethan Becker. I, I've seen a couple of his vids. I think it would help if you exaggerate the arch of the foot sole. Yeah, I think so. I think it is a bit too flat there, yeah. Yeah. I just need to draw a foot that looks like a foot. It really doesn't help that I don't like feet. Like, I don't like looking at them. Whereas hands are like, oh yeah, they do gestures and stuff. What do feet do? Don't answer that, Devi. No, like feet? Yeah, I don't. I really don't. They're gross, man. Like, the rest is okay. The rest is okay. All this. Maybe up until about here. And then here. But yeah, feet, no. Shame. I feel no shame. I'm proud of the things I like. Also, welcome, Sadia. Good morning, man. How was your sleep? I hope you managed to get some rest tonight. I am drawing feet, so yeah. I totally don't like feet either. Redeem's feet in stream, my god. Yeah. I think the only time they're okay is when they're covered up. That's the only time. It was good, solid 5.5 hours. Very nice. That is good. Hope you're able to get some more soon. Hmm. Alright. Uh... Let's just pretend that's like the toes there. Cool. Like, I know I'm not drawing the part behind her foot here, but I want to make sure I actually understand what I'm drawing rather than just like throwing it on. Oh yeah, Sadie, how was the piano lessons? Apologize, I couldn't wake up on time. Did everything go well? Chaos. That's alright, man. It happens. Oh, you did it, and as you do it more, I guess there'll be less chaos at the very least. Let's just assume this is the foot pad here. And then you have, this would go in and also up there. Oops. Would they be the same size? Actually, yeah, they would be a similar size. Hmm. Ankle would be like straight up here. And then, yeah. If I made this a little bit taller, could make it look a bit nicer, I guess. I became Stream Daddy, learned how to make bodies burn brighter at crematoriums, fed chat apple fritters, discovered the existence of canned apples, sent 4 dogs to chase after birds and a penguin, and had a cow take over stream. Solid. Sounds like a good stream. Bit like that. And then you'd have like this from here, just go up like that. And that's like the foot shape there, but it should come out like a bit like that. Hate feet. It was supposed to be a piano lesson. Oh, how does this happen? Welcome to the internet, where things never turn out as intended. It's alright, man. You're safe here. The cow can't. The cow can't take over this stream. Sounds like quite the experience, though. I mean, I can draw a foot from the side. That's good. When I look at the time lapse videos, it's going to be like a random foot being drawn on the side there, and everything is meme content. Exactly. You've got to become like you got to crack the whip. You've just got to, you know, this is my schedule. I'm following it. Anyone doesn't follow it, you get timed out. Crack whip. I was gonna say like Devi, cover your ears, but yeah. And be careful. Actually, I'm guessing like yeah, something similar to that happened, as evidenced by the Stream Daddy comment. Stream Daddy. God, this is hard. This is so hard. Like, okay. So your foot's on the ground now here. That just means... Oh my... Oh, I think I got it. Okay. Let's just pretend that's the toe. Okay. But it should be in a bit more. Okay. It's like a hoof. So you just draw, pretending like... Okay. Well, I'll take it. I'll take this victory. It kind of makes sense. I'm sorry you had to go through that CD, man. That sounds like quite a handful. Oh man. So I guess the stiletto would come down from like here-ish. Let's just say this is comes down like from here. It should be perpendicular with this part here. All right. Hmm. Yeah, so that'll be the center. Like that. Then you'd have the heel coming down like this. It's quite fancy. All right. That's the center line there. Not quite. Hmm. Let's get rid of you. Whoops. Uh, how does this work because of the heels? I don't really get it. So that's elevated like that. Guessing that would come out like here. I think that looks about right. I'm just gonna go with that. But let's move it a bit over here. So I wish I was more into shoes. Let's go back and have a look at this one. Alright, erase this time. Alright. And that kind of comes down like that. And this kind of goes up like this. Very, very steep heels. And her foot is concealing a bit of it, so that shoe would like come out there. Ugh. Yeah, something like that. I know there's something off about that, so I'm just going to flip the canvas. Yeah. There we go. Did not turn out too bad, if I do say so myself. So doing the same thing here. Middle of the top of the ankle. It's the toe, the flat part of the foot there. And then, yeah, so you've got like that part there going like this. That part there going like this. And the flat part of the foot coming out here. And let's just assume that this is, should be a little bit bigger than that one there. So that's like the reference for the toe. That's the middle of the toe there. That would be like her foot, I guess. Not quite. It would be more rounded here, like that. Uh, no. Looks a bit too flat there. I'd love to be able to draw like fan art for Xenoblade and stuff. They've got like very complicated designs, so it'd be really hard. But I'd love to be able to one day. I need to like watch visual ASMR videos so I can like see what things look like when they're pointed to your face. Hmm. So I would go over the toes and everything. Be like around here. Like that, I guess. Man, that looks very complicated. Let me just change the color of that. Oh, actually, what I'll do is I will go into the sketch layer. I think it would be in closed sketch. Body sketch would be the hands. Like that. And then, hmm. Just gonna have a sip of water. There we go. And for the feet, I will just raise that. I'll just have the one guideline. Just do this. Make sure I raise everything. So it doesn't look too messy. Then jump back into the sketch. Select all. Actually, no. I'll alpha lock that, and then I will fill it with not light. I'll fill it with orange because that's the clothing color. Actually, no, maybe I'll just do magenta. Opacity's at 25, so I set at 25. By the way, I'll be switching over to CSP after I finish this artwork. So yeah, I have chucked in my favorite characters in this case for Hollow Knight, which are Oru and Mato. So I'll be drawing both of them. I want to make a cool looking pick, but bad with perspective. I guess there's only one way to get better. It's just to sit down and do it. It helps that they're drawn with like very basic shapes, so I think it shouldn't be too bad, but I'll have to have a think about how I want to draw them. I'll probably end up finishing up like very soon on this. Maybe like the 1 hour 30 mark. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. I did go for like a really long walk earlier. CSP for iPad, yeah. So the really annoying thing is CSP is paid. I mean, not paid. It's plan on iPad. I've bought a keyboard for it, and I figured like it'll be better than using Procreate. Procreate's good for certain things, like if you just want to sit down and draw something without like thinking about things too much. It does pretty much everything for you, but if you want to like fine tune things, it gets a little bit harder because there's a lot of things that aren't covered by the settings. So with that in mind, like I had tried CSP the trial before and I really liked how it worked. I don't have that same feeling with Procreate. So I decided just to pull the trigger and go for the plan, like the yearly plan for CSP. It was only like $30 or something for a whole year, so I figured why not. And yeah, you can also animate stuff on it too, so I can do some very like basic animations, I guess. It'll be good practice. The thing with CSP on iPad though is the actually I can show you. Um, Let me just do this so you don't see everything. Like the UI is just exactly how it is on desktop. It's really bad, but like yeah, it works well. Actually, yeah. Um, there we go. It's basically a desktop app. Oro and Mato are a good pair. Yeah, they're a cool pair. Such a fun fight. Yeah, it's basically just the desktop app or program on here. And I wasn't charging. There we go. There is some weird stuff going on the screen. Like some checkered pattern. It does run a little bit slower, but that's alright. Yeah, if you go into like here, it's just, yeah, like actual drop down menus and stuff. It's not user friendly. So yeah, I'm gonna learn how to use that like on stream. Clip Studio didn't bother redesigning UI for mobile, huh? Yep, they sure didn't. Alright, moving back to Procreate. There we go. And then you compare it to this, and it's just like touch buttons. I bought a keyboard, and you don't even have to use it. Procreate, for CSP, you do. All right. I'm gonna quickly sketch. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna quickly sketch in the weapons. Let's see how fast I can do it. Just the shapes, really. And yeah, for anyone that's listening here who might be like, I don't really have like a nice way to say this because like this is how I am too. If you're really anal, give like I definitely recommend giving like the non-pressure sensitive brush a try for sketching because rather than sitting there stressing about like, you know, your line weighting and stuff, does that look right? You're just drawing like one flat line and you're more worried, you end up worrying more about the composition rather than the actual how the lines look themselves. And it's a really good way to like, yeah, not have to worry about that kind of stuff. Because yeah, you've seen me like do the line art. I do get a little bit sidetracked in trying to make the lines look decent or decent at the very least. So yeah, that's like why I have this really disgusting looking brush, but it works. And then from there, I usually just, yeah, do all the other stuff. Oh my god, it actually merged at 100% opacity. Crap. This is another thing that Clip Studio does weirdly. If you merge something and it had opacity on it, it saves the opacity settings, but it doesn't actually set it as like a raster like shade. Like this actually isn't like a light pink. It's actually still magenta, but it's got hidden opacity settings that you can't change anymore because you've merged the layers. So if I go into this layer, I can't turn up the opacity because, yeah, I thought I heard anal. Yeah, yeah, that's that's exactly what I said. Like if you're anally retentive, that's like the official term for it. But like if you're anal, like just yeah, give this a try. You heard me right. I'm actually pretty happy with how the feet turned out. I spent a lot of time slaving away on it, and it actually looked actually turned out pretty decent, I think. I'm never going to see that part, but the fact that I actually drew it and it looks okay, I'm yeah, I'm happy about that. And I should fix up that line out there. So yeah, like stuff like this, I have to, you know, make sure it looks nice and stuff. But if I just have like a blob for a brush, I don't have to like worry about if it tapers correctly or not. I just like draw it in like this. Oh, okay. Had to Google to be sure. Yeah. Anal retentiveness. You know how people say they're OCD, but it's not OCD. They're just like very picky. That's anal retentiveness. Like obsessive over details. Like, yeah, that's actually the correct, like, I think that's the accepted term for it. Regardless of where you learned the word from. There we go. Hmm. There we go. I guess if I do it like this and I choose like some anchor points to attach like the thumb to, for example, I guess that could work. So like this part of the thumb connect to there. The outside of the thumb. Hmm. I think I made this part too long and stuff, to be honest. Oh well, that's okay. There we go. Like that, I guess. Yeah, it's fine the way it is. I'll just leave it. Okay, weapons. Okay. All right. This is gonna be hard. Man, those swords are really big. Hmm. All right. Oh boy, it's slowly getting there. All right. I think I'm going to call it a night there. Whoa. Apologize for the noise. I am going to look for someone to raid. Looking good, thank you. I think I can make the feet a little bit bigger, but other than that, like, I'm pretty happy with how like the overall shape turned out. So yeah, looks like this person's working on watercolor, so I'm actually kind of interested in that. Let's see what they're doing. I'm just gonna pause the music real quick. All right, seems okay. All right. Well, to everyone that stopped by and kept me company, thank you all so much. It's, as always, a real pleasure getting to hang out with everyone, and I really appreciate you guys giving me tips and stuff. Um, it still is looking a little bit rocky, and I'm still struggling quite a bit, but yeah, please bear with me. I definitely will get to a point where I can draw everything comfortably, and yeah. Other than that, hope everything goes for all of you guys as well. Everything goes well for all of you guys as well. My brain's not working anymore. Hope you all have a wonderful night. If you're at the other side of the world, I hope you have a lovely day. Hope work treats you guys well. Take it easy, and I hope to see you again soon. Oh, wait, it's Thursday today. Well, if I don't hear from you guys until the weekend, then I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Take it easy. See ya on the next stream.